Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be reviewing the WWE Clash of the Champions 2020 pay-per-view special event that was live, of course, on the WWE Network. So let's talk about it. The first match, how we opened up and kicked off the show with a winner-takes-all ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. It was champion Jeff Hardy defending against AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. Now, this was a great match because it showed all of the superstars' strengths in the match. Sami Zayn, he's just a great heel. He is smart. I mean, God, some of the spots he did in this match, I just couldn't believe they did. It was, Sami Zayn, he actually handcuffed, handcuffed Jeff Hardy's pierced ear to the ladder. It was around, I was like, oh my God, sick, but it's brilliant at the same time. And then he handcuffed AJ Styles. I mean, this guy is just do whatever it takes to win. He's a great heel. He's a great microphone. He's a great worker. Jeff Hardy, of course, he's the daredevil, the charismatic man. He'll do whatever it takes. He'll risk his life to win a match. This ladder match, that's basically his strong suit. So of course he had to do a swanton bomb through the ladder. This guy is just so entertaining. He's just, I mean, I can't believe at his age, he is still doing these crazy spots. I'm like, dude, come on, you're like in your 40s already. It's like, God, you're older now. It's like, geez, why do you have to be doing this stuff? Like, God, you might just die in the ring. Really, I don't want that to happen. I want him to, to be healthy. And they're still doing it, but, I mean, you can't just not love to watch it. So, and then AJ Styles, come on, one of the greatest right now in the business, possibly, I would say, even of all time. This guy is he's just good at anything. He can do anything. You can put AJ in the ring and he will do it for you. This guy is just great. The match itself, great. As I said, I loved the match. Thought it really was energetic. It was a great way to kind of kick off the show. It got you really into it. I thought it was the perfect way to open it up. Any match on the card, you looked at it, you would be like, yeah, this match definitely makes sense as to way to open up. It was energetic. It had all the spots. It got you, So, of course, Sami Zayn wins the Intercontinental Championship. He is the new champion now. He is now the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. Of course, in his mind, he never lost it. He didn't get pinned. He was stripped. He finally got it back, and I actually was glad with this decision. I thought it was the right choice to win. And then, our second match of the night was Asuka defending the Raw Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. And this was it was a decent match. Asuka, she's just one of the most dangerous women right now in WWE. She's a great worker. When she's even cutting a promo, I guess you could say, she speaks in Japanese, or I don't know, not in English, which is okay, but she's just saying all this stuff and and I just love that more than her if she would speak English, because I just feel like you get the point, you get what she's even saying. They realized that they messed up, what they did, how they broke the streak, and how they were booking her. They realized her talents, and I'm glad that she's getting this other opportunity. They're showcasing her like this. She has, even when she lost the title originally, she wasn't pinned. She got lost by countout, which how Sasha Banks won the title, and she won it back. So they're really bugging her well, and I actually really like Asuka now. I honestly was not the biggest Asuka fan. I'm still not. She's not my favorite, but honestly, she might be now with Becky Lynch gone. I'm just saying, Asuka, I'm more of a fan of her now, for sure, in 2020 than I was all the other years in her career in WWE. I'm so glad she's the champion. She is the rightful champion. Now, let's talk about Zelina Vega. As you know, she's a manager. She was managing Andrade and Angel Garza. Now, outside of WWE, she was a wrestler. She was a great wrestler, right? They pretty much paired her with Andrade originally. I don't know, to give them all, she's not really known as a manager, but she is a great manager, honestly. She's good at that. But now this is her time to shine. This is her time now for her in-ring career in WWE to finally spark for her rise. So, finally to get the attention. So, I thought in her first title match, her first big match on pay-per-view, obviously, I thought she did a good job. I thought she kind of hung with Asuka. I feel like it was kind of tough to book because you have Zelina Vega, who hasn't really been a wrestler, right? Throughout her years in WWE. Some WWE fans, they might not know she was a wrestler somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone's gonna know the history. So I feel like let's set the book. Asuka is pretty much an unstoppable force. She's basically, I mean, Asuka. You know how they book her, right? I mean, she's one of the toughest, one of the dangerous, one of the strongest in WWE today. You book Zelina Vega against Asuka, and she's barely had any, real success in WWE as an in-ring star. And it's Asuka. It's not like it's somebody else. You do that against Asuka, and I thought they booked it as probably best as you can. Zelina Vega, her first big match, so she just stepping up against Asuka, how Asuka's been booked, how her run has been, right? And I thought they did a good job with booking in the best way. Zelina Vega got some offense in. She didn't dominate. She was smart. She was careful. She did what she had to do. She did some cool moves. She got some offense in. You got this feeling that maybe Zelina Vega, maybe, could sneak one over on Asuka. Obviously, Asuka does retain the title. Makes Zelina Vega tap out. The match was not a lot. It wasn't a long match. I thought it was just perfect timing. Zelina Vega, you can tell she has promise. You can tell she is a pretty good wrestler. She's a great heel, too. I like Zelina Vega, actually. I think one day she will be champion, but of course it's not now. But they're going to have a rematch on Raw, so maybe she'll win it there. I don't think so. But you never know. So, in the end, it was a pretty good match. Better than I didn't know how long it was, but it was pretty good. Obviously, they set up a post-match angle where Asuka was like, shake my hand. Zelina Vega bows down to Asuka. And I was like, wow. Huh. I almost was like, hell no, she's gonna do something. When she bowed, I was like, maybe shaking a hand. Maybe. Even I was skeptical on that. I was like, nah. She's gonna do something post. She's gonna attack her, something. Right? She bows, attacks her. Like, this isn't over now, so they're having a rematch on Raw. Set up another match. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Does Zelina Vega need another loss to her? And you're probably going to try to build her up as a legitimate competitor. Because she's done with being a manager. So, it's like, okay, whatever. But she still looked good in the match. She's not a bad worker. She's definitely good. And, yeah. So, but it basically was just to set up another match. United States title is on the line. Apollo Crews, or Crews, whatever, versus Bobby Lashley. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't lie to my people. I don't lie to my subscribers, my viewers. I skipped the match. I had no interest, did not care. I know it's not the proper way you're supposed to review, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say it was good. I'm not going to say it was bad. I'm not going to say it was okay. But Bobby Lashley won, and that was probably the right decision. So I like what they're kind of doing with Lashley and the Hurt Business, so I'm okay with it. Not gonna lie again, Raw Tag Team title match, I skipped over the Street Profits and Andrade and Angel Garza. Street Profits won, which is, of course, I agree with that decision as well. Glad the Street Profits won. I like the Street Profits. Bayley was supposed to defend her SmackDown Women's title against Nikki Cross, but along with Shannon Baszler and Nia Jax, they scrapped that match, the tag title match. I don't know. Point is, we didn't have the match. Bayley then issued basically an open challenge. She's now been the champion 349 days up until Clash of Champions. A historic reign, the longest reigning SmackDown Women's champion in SmackDown history. Closing on a 1 year. She's been a great champion. I like Bayley a lot. She's actually been a pretty good heel, for the most part. She basically then just issues an open challenge, and yeah, Asuka comes out. I was like, wow, okay. I was like unaware of how they're gonna book this. Sure. Asuka comes out, and I'm just like, okay, Asuka comes out. We have the SmackDown Women's title on the line. Asuka challenging Bayley. The match ends in a disqualification. Bayley disqualifies herself by hitting her with a steel chair. Asuka wins. No title change, obviously. It wasn't a long match. This pretty much was just a setup. So basically, after the match, Sasha Banks comes out of nowhere, still with the neck brace on, attacks her. They're saying words at each other. So basically, I like the post-match angle. I like that. I love everything with Sasha Banks and Bayley that they've done so far. I cannot wait for the blow-off match. I just cannot. I can't wait for the match to happen. Honestly, I'm not going to say this. I love the feud, like I said. I love everything they've done with it. honestly thought this was going to happen a lot sooner, but they really, kept it going. I will not lie. When do you do the match? I'm getting the feeling that they're going to do this either at Hell in a Cell, which is October 25th, because it's like inside the structure for the title. I'm getting the feeling, and if they don't do it there, honestly, I want this match at WrestleMania, but we're like 6 months away from WrestleMania. How do you hold this off for 6 months? Unless if you announce it and stuff, we're going to have it at Mania, but I mean, it'll be a long build. I thought this should have happened at this year's Survivor Series, but I also want a crowd to be there, so I don't know. Not really sure when they're going to do it. But I can't wait for the match to happen, and I just can't wait for more build-up. I can't wait for more interaction. I can't wait for these two to go at it, and just for the anticipation to build. I mean, it's already there, but I can't wait for it to actually happen. Ambulance match. Drew McIntyre defending against Randy Orton. This match was a good match. This was a good ambulance match. We barely have these. These are rare in WWE. Thing I disliked about this match. So Randy Orton's the Legend Killer. He took out Ric Flair, Big Show, Edge, Christian, Shawn Michaels, right? They all interfered in this match, except Edge and Ric Flair during the match. But Big Show, Christian, Shawn Michaels come in. They pretty much held Drew McIntyre out, obviously. They get their revenge, in a sense, in the match. I did not like that. Only for the fact is it kind of takes away from the Drew McIntyre retains the title. We'll just get that out of the way, obviously. Drew McIntyre wins. He keeps his ring going, which is what I wanted, and I was hoping, I had a sense Orton was going to win. But luckily, McIntyre won. Which was the right call. But I just feel like, I mean, where else were you going to do it? I get it, but at the same time, I feel like this is going to do another match. I feel like we're going to have another match between Orton and McIntyre. But I feel like McIntyre already beat him clean, so why do we have this rematch in the beginning with? And I feel like it's all going to culminate in Hell in a Cell. I don't want another match between these three, because then I feel like Orton's going to win. I don't know, I just feel like no way Orton's going to take 3 losses to fucking, if they're having another match. So it worried me, just it took away from the McIntyre victory. It set an asterisk by it, and I was like, oh yeah, McIntyre had help, in a sense. Everything else though was good. They had some nice spots. They worked well together. McIntyre still the champ. His reign continues. Orton is just, this is the best year of his career. Honestly, that guy is so good. I mean, he just is. I thought the ambulance match was going to be the main event. No. It is Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against Jey Uso. If you would have told me in 2020, or maybe ever, that Jey Uso was going to get a world title match, and not just a world title match, but in the main event of a pay-per-view, I would have said, what? Yeah, okay, good one. That's funny. Okay. One of the Usos getting a title match. Ever? Yeah, okay. Sure. You're lying. I thought you were crazy. No, it's happening. Jey Uso's getting a world title match in the main event of a pay-per-view against Roman Reigns. Universal title match. Glad he got to have it though. I mean, he really does deserve it. He's been in WWE all these years, and he's a good wrestler. Obviously, as a tag team competitor with his brother, who is on the shelf right now, which is why he even got this opportunity in the first place. But hey, this feud was there for Roman Reigns to really prove what he can do. And when I say that, I mean what he's willing to do to get the job done. How aggressive this is not the same Roman Reigns. Obviously, he's with Paul Heyman now. He's a heel. He's a bad guy. This is his own cousin. This is his own family member, his own blood. And when he did in this match, he acted as if he was nothing to him. Imagine what he's willing to do to a Bray Wyatt, to a Sami Zayn, to an AJ Styles. If he's willing to do this to his own cousin, I mean, he brutalized him. He just kept on saying, tell me I'm the tribal chief. I mean, he's like, no. He's beating him down. He was even, Roman Reigns wins the title. Jimmy Uso actually came out and threw in the towel for him, even though Jey Uso was like, no. He's like, yeah. Even Paul Heyman was like, oh my god, you know. So, I like the pairing with him and Paul Heyman. I think he's been actually a good heel. It's what the world's wanted. Roman Reigns is still Universal Champion. He retains the title. And where is the next feud? Who's Roman Reigns going to feud with next? We'll see. He's been a good champion. I mean, obviously, he's doing a great job. He returned finally. Obviously, at SummerSlam, they had a good match. They did actually have a good match too. So there's a couple times where like he got a near fall, and I really thought like, oh my god. I mean, as much as you want to be like, oh, I don't think Uso's gonna win and this. I feel like you gotta have fun with wrestling. You can't go into a match and say this guy has no chance. Well, you might not think so. You gotta get into it. Like when the near falls are happening, I'm like 1, 2, oh, we got him, no. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta get into it. You can't just, I mean, think, oh, he's just sit there and be like, no, he's not gonna get him because Uso's not gonna win. No, you gotta have fun with those near falls and shit. I mean, that's it. So there's a couple times where you thought Jey Uso was gonna win. He had a good performance. This was actually a good showing for Jey Uso. Or everybody was watching. He stepped up. I thought Roman Reigns did good. This was a nice feud. I really enjoyed the feud. I'd assume the feud's over, but maybe not since he's throwing the towel. I don't know. You never know. Anyways, I thought Clash of Champions was a good pay-per-view. It was a good show. So, I will give Clash of the Champions, the 2020 WWE pay-per-view, in 8 out of 10. What did you guys think about Clash of the Champions in the comments section? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked this video, hopefully you subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace out.